Hello everyone, TMMgamer here, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you another heavily requested FIFA 13 tutorial. Now, today's tutorial I'm going to be covering two really easy tips to help you guys with defending corners, because corners have been and still are a really easy way to score goals, and I showed you in my FIFA 13 attacking corners tutorial a few techniques that enable you to score more regularly, but today I'm going to be on the complete other side of the coin. The tips I show you are going to help you to stop those guys from getting quite as many goals and enable you to get the ball back and move up the field. So let's get right on with the tips. Now, the first tip I'm going to show you guys is really simple, but it's surprising to see how many players online fail to do this. And all I've done here as the image stops is move the player that I'm controlling to the near post side of the 6-yard box right in the corner, as you can see highlighted here. And what this does, it means that whenever your opponent puts in a short corner, one in the first half of the box, this player can swoop in and clear it 99% of the time. And this is a really good tip because it stops pretty much half of your opponent's corners from even getting into a dangerous area. Because if it gets any deeper than that, you're beginning to challenge with opponents attacking the ball, and you always risk getting headed towards the target. So the great thing about this tip is, as the clip rolls forward here, you can see that as the ball comes in, all my player has to do is get a few yards forward, he clears the ball away, and it's danger removed very easily. So this is the first tip. All you need to do is bring that player that you're controlling at the start of the corner to the edge of that 6-yard box right on the corner, and any near post corner your opponent puts in, that man's in a position to clear it very easily, and the danger's removed with no work whatsoever. So hope you've enjoyed that one. Let's move straight on to the second tip. Now, the second tip in this tutorial covers what to do when the ball gets put in over that near post protector that we talked about in the first tip. Now, as you can see with this example here, my opponent swings the ball to the far post, and as you can see highlighted on the screen, the ball's going to drop in the rear third of the penalty area. Now, what you want to do in this situation is, as you can see, I've switched to the guy highlighted, my defender. And I've turned off auto switching because in open play, the computer makes some absolutely brainless switches for you. You're running a defender back and all of a sudden it will switch you to a guy nowhere near the play, and it can really screw you over. But on the reverse side of that, it means at set pieces you have to manually switch to the defender you want to deal with the situation. So that's the trade-off. But in a far post corner, you've got plenty of time to see where the ball's landing and to switch, so there's no worry there. And what you want to do when the cross is coming in, as you can see as the clip rolls forward, I begin to jostle the defender. And the key thing about this is, your opponent is looking to get a free run and a free header on target. When you get a free header in the box, you expect to hit the target because there's no opposition. You can just run in, time your jump, get a firm header on target, and when that happens, you concede a lot more goals. So sometimes when you're playing in defence, and I play in defence all the time, I've played in defence pretty much my entire footballing life, I wasn't a particularly tall defender. So whenever I came up against a striker who's much taller than me, I knew that a lot of the time he was going to beat me in the air. But what you can do to try and compensate that is just challenge against him, get in his way, put your shoulder into him, shoulder charge, just jostle him and try and put him off. And sometimes that causes the defender to just nudge the attacker and mess his header up. And that's what you're looking to do in this situation. And with all these examples that I'm rolling through here, I use the defender just to jostle the attacker out the way, and that causes him to either mistime his header or not get a header on at all, and my defence can clear it. And that's what you need to get into the habit of doing. You don't want to give your opponent that free run on goal, because when that happens, when you've got any decent striker or centre-back, they're all very good in the air. And if you let them get that free run, the chances are they're going to score against you eventually. So the whole idea of this second tip is just to keep getting your shoulder in, keep switching to those defenders who get the tackles in, get in the way, and you can cause your opponent to miss a lot of chances like I do here. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed the tutorial. Two really simple tips here to help tighten you up at the back when you're defending corners. Now, I'm going to be doing a separate tutorial on what to do with the goalkeeper in corners, so don't worry if you want me to cover that. It's on my list and it will happen, but I felt that's quite a detailed tutorial in itself, and it probably needs me to spend one tutorial talking about that. But for the moment, I hope you guys have enjoyed the tips. If you have, it would make a big difference if you could rate and comment on the video, because that can help more people see it, so hopefully more people can benefit from it. But once again guys, thanks for watching.